Track and field has seen its fair share of heroes and legends, but just like any other sport, it's also had its share of notorious athletes who made headlines for all the wrong reasons. These are the men and women who bent the rules of the game and, in some cases, shattered the trust of fans and fellow athletes. Here are the top 10 dirtiest athletes in the track and field history. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. Let's kick things off with Isama Singh. Isama Singh, the new world junior record holder over the men's 100 meters, was suspended in the lead-up to the 2023 World Athletics Championships for the prohibited substance GW1516 by the Athletics Integrity Unit. Singh, just 18 years old, has been absolutely tearing up the track for the past year. He smashed a 20-second barrier in the 200 meters and consistently clocked under 10 seconds in the 100 meters. I mean, the guy even ran a jaw-dropping 9.89 seconds under legal conditions at this year's South American Championships, which would have been a new world junior record. But then, the bombshell dropped. On August 9th, Singh was slapped with an allegation of using a prohibited substance. This is a huge blow for the young athlete, which ultimately prevented him from gracing this year's World Championships in Budapest. But that's nothing compared to what Marion Jones did. This multi-talented track and field athlete competed in a variety of race categories, including sprints, long jump, and relays. Throughout her career, Marion achieved great success in these categories, winning multiple Olympic and World Championship medals. In fact, during the 2000 Olympics in Sydney, Jones won an incredible 5 medals, including 3 gold. However, her fame and success came crashing down after she was involved in the Balco doping scandal, leading to her suspension. In October 2007, the American sprinter would later admit to using performance-enhancing drugs, including the banned substance tetrahydrogesterone and erythropoietin, as well as lying to federal investigators. As a result of her admission, Marion Jones was stripped of her medals and achievements from the 2000 Sydney Olympics, including 3 gold medals and 2 bronze medals, and she received a 2-year suspension from competition. She also served a 6-month prison sentence for her involvement in the Balco case, which was centered around the distribution of banned substances to athletes. Next up, we have Ben Johnson. Well, Ben Johnson was a Canadian sprinter, a world record holder, and an Olympic champion. He was the fastest man on the planet during his time, but beneath the awe-inspiring facade lurked a dark secret. During the 1988 Seoul Olympics, Johnson won the 100-meter sprint with a world record time, but was later disqualified for testing positive for the anabolic steroid stanozolol. This event remains one of the most infamous cases of doping in the history of the Olympics and sport in general. Johnson's suspension and disqualification from the 1988 Olympics tarnished his athletic career and resulted in widespread discussions about the use of performance-enhancing drugs in sports. Moving on, we have Ronex Kipruto. Ronex Kipruto is a 23-year-old long-distance runner who has established himself as a star over the 10-kilometer distance. The 23-year-old phenom clinched a world championship, bronze medal as a teenager, and prides himself as the world's 10-kilometer record holder. However, his dream of achieving more and lowering her record this season came shattering after he was suspended for alleged doping offenses. The Athletics Integrity Unit charged him with the use of prohibited substance or method after discrepancies were discovered in his biological passport between July 2018 and March 2022. However, Kipruto, who wowed the world with his 10-kilometer world record of 26 minutes and 24 seconds in Valencia in 2020, has vehemently denied any wrongdoing. Whether the suspension was well served or not, we'll leave it up to you to decide. Next on our list is Sun Yang. This Chinese swimming sensation once stood atop the Olympic podium as one of the sport's greatest champions, but his career took a dark turn in 2014 when he was caught in one of the most infamous instances of doping after testing positive for trimetazidine, a banned substance. Sun received a 3-month suspension for this offense. But what makes this story even more unbelievable is that China's anti-doping authorities kept it all under wraps until the ban was over. Sadly, Sun Yang never learned his lesson. In 2018, this 3-time Olympic champion went as far as asking someone from his entourage to smash a blood vial with a hammer to make it unusable for testing, and he even refused to let anti-doping inspectors leave his house with a blood sample. The world watched in disbelief as his Olympic dreams in Tokyo were shattered, leading to a 4-year ban. Talking of the ban, Lance Armstrong is another athlete who suffered the same fate. He was one of the most celebrated athletes in American history, renowned for his prowess in road race cycling. Throughout his career, Lance Armstrong has had a series of suspicions about his strong cycling abilities. He won several medals, including the coveted Tour de France, rising to a level we'd never seen before in the world of cycling. But after evading the anti-doping agency for so long, Lance was eventually proven guilty of doping in 2012. Investigation revealed that he was using performance-enhancing drugs throughout most of his career. With all the truth laid bare, Lance had no other option but to admit publicly that he was doping. Lance was banned from the sport and all his achievements were stripped off. Another athlete who suffered a big blow due to doping is Dwayne Chambers. Chambers was one of the biggest breakout sprinters in Britain. In 2003, Chambers was soaring high, crowned as the European 100-meter champion and holder of records. He was not only a celebrated athlete, but also one of Britain's main hopes for a gold medal at the 2003 Olympic Games in Athens. However, his path took an alarming twist when he was tested positive for the banned design anabolic steroid tetrahydrogesterone. Chambers' suspension marked a historic moment as he became the first athlete in the world to be punished for using this previously undetectable steroid. It was at the center of a US criminal investigation, and the consequences were harsh. Chambers received a 2-year ban and was permanently barred from competing in the Olympics for Britain. His main sponsor, Adidas, terminated his £100,000 per year endorsement contract. Indeed, it was a dramatic fall from grace. Next up, we have Tyson Gay. Now, Tyson Gay was an iconic sprinter with a record-breaking career, at one point becoming world double sprint champion. In 2013, Tyson Gay's world was stand upside down when he was tested positive for a banned anabolic steroid. The US anti-doping agency swiftly suspended him for 1 year. In a surprising move, Tyson Gay admitted his offense and cooperated with investigators. He even returned the silver medal he won with the US 4x100 meters relay team at the 2012 London Olympics. His actions spoke volumes about his willingness to make amends. As part of his suspension, Gay was disqualified from all competitive results dating back to July 15, 2012, the day he first used a product containing the prohibited steroid. This list wouldn't be complete without the mention of Dirtiest Manziel. This famous fitness model completed in 13.1-mile race in a record time of 1 hour, 58 minutes and 22 seconds without training during the Run Like a Diva half marathon in Temecula, California. This was shocking fast, so to speak, because in an ideal situation, the average time for a woman to complete a half marathon is usually 2 hours and 19 minutes, which is an average pace of about 10 minutes per mile. But Manziel was able to average a pace of 9 minutes and 9 seconds per mile, which left everyone surprised. A look back at a mile-per-mile split revealed that Manziel cheated by simply running a single lap instead of the recommended 2 laps. Whether she did it intentionally or she forgot the rules, no one knows for sure. Finally, we have Asafa Powell. Now, before even Usain Bolt rose to stardom, there was one Jamaica's sprint star who rocked the world of track and field, and that's Asafa Powell. At the prime of his career, he was considered the fastest man on the planet and even became the world 100-meter record holder. However, the Jamaican sprinter, known for his lightning-fast times, just messed himself up and his career came tumbling down due to a shocking doping suspension. In 2014, Powell received an 18-month ban for failing a drug test. He tested positive for the banned stimulant oxalophrin. As a result, Powell missed the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2013 and also couldn't compete in the World Championships. So there you have it, guys, top 10 dirtiest athletes in track and field history, and as you've seen, these athletes left their mark, for better or worse, and their stories serve as a reminder of the importance of fair play, integrity, and the enduring power of the sport. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more intriguing content like this. Thanks for watching,